Well, I did it. I bought my first Arma. Arrma Typhon 6S version 2. So this is the one that came out right at the end of 2016. They fixed up all the little problems that they had with the version 1. This is a 1/8 scale, can go up to 60 miles an hour on 6S power. It takes 4S or 6S. It's aluminum shocks. It's got a 150 amp ESC, a big 2050 kilovolt motor. That's all the stuff. Now, I don't know a whole lot about Arma. All I know is that a lot of them run on the same type of chassis platform. So this Typhon uses the same chassis as the Senton short course, as well as the Arma Outcast. So it's the short wheelbase. All right, I've just cut the tape on the bottom. There were just 2 strips of tape, so I already did that. And we'll go ahead and get it open. All right, here we go. First of all, you get your bag of goodies. I'll go through that later. You do get a speed pinion, just like the Traxxas stuff, and you get a wheel wrench, a bunch of documentation, and the books for repairing it. Oh, let's pull out the Buggy. All right. It's very simple packaging, just a wheel. Here's the radio. The radio will be different, one that I'm not entirely used to. A Tactic 2.4 SLT. Yeah, and that's it. That's all that's in the box. Very lightweight, probably uses 4 doubles. Yeah, 4 AA, not included. This one you have to buy a charger, you have to buy car batteries, and you have to buy 4 AA's for your transmitter to get it truly running. Really nice design. Heavy metal almost everywhere. Almost all the Arma stuff has this slit in the chassis where your spur is. I think it's for letting dirt and debris fall out, but it also seems to me like dirt and debris could get into it. One of the unique things about the V2, you get new style tires. It's a softer D-Boots compound on your tires. You get new style rims. You also get these retainer clips. Pop the body off. That's the body. Nicely painted design. I'll probably remove some of the stickers or change some of the stickers. It's all the wear points. It stops from wearing through your paint. That's something that I would do anyway, so it's nice that they do it. And they're using a similar tape to what I use now, which is actually, I really like using Gorilla Tape Clear for doing your inside of your bodies. It's a lightweight, very strong. Here we have the truck. It's a car. It's a truck or a car, because it can be the Senton, or the Typhon, or the Outcast. So the new electronic speed control, this is actually a rebranded Hobby Wing. Quick, what do they call it? Quick Run 150. Branded for Arma. The motor, I'm not entirely sure who makes the motor, but it does have these little plates in it for cooling. The servo is a metal gear and very torquey. I heard it's fast. It has gear diffs, front, rear, and center. As well as the V2 starts using these XT90 connectors. So I will be adapting that so that I can run XT90. Now, something that's weird about this is that it comes with this loopback adapter, right? So that you can run 1 battery. So off the ESC it comes with 2 of these, so you can run it with 2 2S batteries that will give you your 4S power, or 2 3S batteries and that will give you your 6S power. Or if you have 1 4S, you can plug in the loopback and you have 1 4 or 1S. Why did they do it like this? Why would they have it so that all these wires are connected all the time instead of having it just be 1 plug and then a Y adapter? The other kind of weird thing I noticed, just quickly as I'm looking at it for the first time, is that the gearing is exposed. So your spur gear is not encased, so that's probably why it has that slit on the bottom, is because it's open on the top as well. So anything that gets in there has a way to get out. Unique thing you might notice, the drivetrain is not straight. It goes on a bit of an angle this way and a bit of angle this way to compensate for the weight of the batteries, I heard. So it pushes everything to this side because you're going to be running a really heavy battery on this side. Now this is a basher grade vehicle. What I mean by that is everything is extremely heavy and beefed up. So it's got a heavy duty chassis. The shock towers are very thick stamped steel or aluminum metal. Front and rear, all of the metal plates. There's a lot of reinforcement built into this, which is good, but it also makes it quite heavy. So my intended usage for this vehicle is going to be on the racetrack, on the GFX Raceway that I've showed, and I'm going to run this in the 8th scale e-buggy class. So we're going to give it a try, bone stock, see how it does, and then eventually I will start lightening it. So I will probably, for those who don't know, the Arrma Typhon is the budget basher ready-to-run version of the Team Durango DEX8, and the Team Durango DEX8 is a clone of the Mugen MXB7 8-skill race buggy. So while this is set up as a ready-to-run basher, it is engineered of some very well-designed 1/8 scale race buggies. So it has potential. There are upgrades that you can get, hot racing chassis braces, carbon fiber, or Team Durango shock towers, Team Durango chassis. There's a lot of stuff I could do to it. Now these tires are a change for the V2, and they're a better compound and a better tread. So that's nice. I'll start getting it set up, and then I'll give you a rundown. Just a quick little fire up test once I get some batteries connected to it. The version 1 used to use Dean's plugs, and now they're onto the XT90. XT90 is a bigger version of the XT60, and they now make these little adapters XT90 to Dean's, so at least my hobby store does. Team Great Hobbies. And that should allow me to run some of my batteries. These are two 2S race packs. I think I should be able to run them in some of this sort of configuration, or flipped around with some battery leads and 2 adapters, just to get it fired up to test it. Alright, I've now got the Arrma Typhon ready for its first power on test. It took me a while to find some AA batteries that were in good condition for the transmitter, so please, manufacturers of ready-to-run vehicles, include the AA batteries that you need to power on the transmitter. This is a hobby grade, so you do have to provide your own LiPo batteries. This is a very temporary setup just so I can power it on, test it, make sure it works. This battery tray, you can't really see it all that well, but it has these 2 weird clips here, and if you know, it's not set up right for these batteries, I would have to unscrew these, move them off, and change this around a bit, as well as because the leads stick straight up, it's interfering with the body. But it's enough that I can test it, get it running. So I've got the XT90 to Dean's adapters for both. Transmitter is now on and running. I can power this on. Okay. It's a quiet fan, quiet ESC fan. Servo speed. It's not the quickest thing in the world, but it's okay. It's powerful. Oh. Okay, I managed to fit the body on with the batteries that I just showed you. It's not ideal, but enough to give it a quick little test. Wow. It's 4S LiPo power. Woo! Alright, that's a good first test. Thank you for watching. That's an Arrma Typhon on 4S just out of the box, and it can only go faster from here. So thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe.